why is it okay for, women to, women to shame men for being broke, but it's not okay for the man to, not really shame, but, tell the woman to, hey, get in the gym. I would say one of the main things why it's socially unacceptable is because currently this world is being ran by the feminist movement. The feminist movement is in everything. Like feminism has taken over. It's sunk into the churches. It's sunk into the schools. It's in the workplace. It's in relationships. It's in everything. With that being said, what it's doing, the byproduct of feminism is we are prioritizing the woman's way of thinking and the woman's way of life, right? So it's backwards. My merch, God over man, man over woman, woman over children. We're prioritizing woman first over man. So everything is all messed up. And what's also happening, since the woman is being prioritized, women have they have a visceral reaction to feminine men. Like all of y'all, show of hands, y'all want a masculine man, right? You want a man that can protect and provide and that can lead you. But society is telling men to be more docile, to listen to the woman. I mean, everyone should be listening, but to actually prioritize what the woman wants, right? No, the man should be prioritizing him and his goals, because the byproduct of him prioritizing him and his goals is that, because men, when we get into a relationship, we always think about we never say own. So when a man makes money, he's like, oh, now I'm making money. And he's looking for people that he can, he's looking for people to depend on him when he's making money. When a woman is making money, no, she's looking for independence. You get what I'm saying? So it's all reversed. So, yeah, so that's the effects. But go ahead.
Well, I would say that the media doesn't help either.
For sure.
Like, if you think about, suddenly, classic movies that they were male heroes, now it's like the female hero. And then you have all these TV shows where it's family dynamic, but then the woman treat the man like he has no opinion. Like everybody loves Raymond. I love that show. But Deborah just treat Raymond like it's nothing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, me and my mom do not like Deborah.
I think it's funny because it's clean comedy, and I like clean comedy, but I do think that the way they portray men in that show, it's like they are the girls and the woman in the show are the one.
Yeah, that's true. The influence of media is definitely I always say, influence is a powerful force because that creates our thinking and that creates the way we behave. Yeah. So if, like you said, if it's on, that's, all of these shows that women are kind of leading, you got the Marvel shows and the superhero shows, the women are stronger than the men. Like what? You even got, what was that one movie, Woman King?
Yeah.
Like, God dang. And it was all black women in Africa. Like, all right.
Exactly. And for young minds, like the new generations, they don't understand it different yet because they didn't live through enough to understand that that's not a good idea. Just like democracy, up to some point, you still need capitalism so you can still be, grow your business. It's like everything. It's like it needs to be a balance. But when the media is pushing an agenda, the original idea of being feminist, it was to help women to, to have some rights, like be able to vote, to be able to drive.
Who you voting for? You gonna vote for Camilla or Trump?
Did I have to answer here?
Sure, why not? You can answer here. Keep it no fugazi.
Trump.
I could tell. Then that means you need to move out of L.A. and come on over. We in PA. Maybe go to Florida or Texas.
They really they portray him as something, but it's just a portrayal. In reality, you have to focus on why he, but this politics. But anyway, my point is
that's totally fine.
My point is feminist movement. It had a purpose, and it's supposed to be to help women to, to live better life. But then it pushed.
By doing so,
But then they start to push to the way with family values start to go away, and a lot of things. And then young generations, they've not been through enough to know that some things not gonna work in long term.
And that's the thing. It's a nurture versus nature. So feminism is let's nurture society to accept women and give them all of these rights and stuff like that. And totally fine. I think women should have, choices. If they want to work, go ahead, fine, you could work and stuff like that. But they wanted to nurture it on society. But guess what? Nature always wins, because nature is our biology. So when a woman works, what happened was, okay, back in the, the 50s and stuff like that, women wasn't working, maybe had a few jobs and stuff like that. They were working, but wasn't really, leading the household. Really, it was the man paying the bulk of the bills. That's how most families was. Now, most families is 50-50, or sometimes the woman usually making more. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, how the biology worked was that, okay, the man is the head of the household and he's bringing in the bills, so she's able to admire the man, look up to him. But now women are working more, so she's making money. But women, your biology is hypergamous. You have a hypergamous nature, meaning that you want a man that's doing better than you, or at least on your level, but you still prefer him to be doing better than you. So now, women in the workforce, you're making $100K. Guess what? You only really going to accept a man if he's making $100K minimum, but you really want a man that's making more. So what happens is, as you enter the workforce and you climb up that corporate ladder, guess what? Your standards climb up too. But most men don't meet those standards. So as your standards go up, your options go down. So then it's like, well, god dang, where's all the good men? Well, blame feminism for that. There would be plenty of good men that you would see if you wasn't really out there asserting yourself like that. But it's that's just how things work. So it's nurture versus nature, and we all know that nature always wins. So yeah.
It's like the ocean, like in LA, like it's always taking back the land, like all these beach houses in some point, or in Hawaii in some point, they've been losing land because the ocean is taking back what it belongs to.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yep.
And I agree with you. It's like a domino effect, right? So now women are working. Before we were able to raise kids, right? So now we have to work, give 50-50, right? And the kids are growing up on their own. So because the kids are growing up on their own, and sometimes families are not staying together because the whole dynamic changed. Now there's no men in the house. Then these kids are basically being raised on their own, or by the school, or by society, because now the woman cannot be there to raise the kids. So it's like a domino effect. So I feel like that is the whole reason why society in total is collapsing. I'm not blaming it on feminism, but because things got taken a little bit too
feminine's
far.
fault.
I feel like everything with a balance, it's good. But when you take things too far,
Exactly.
that's when things have a bigger effect. I am with feminism because I'm a female, and I support women empowerment and all that. But when things are taken out of content and are taken way too far above the line that what they should be, that's when
Well,
things
that's
happen.
the thing, right? Like, we've been socially constructed to think certain ways because of feminism. Like, you're saying that you promote, like, you're with women empowerment. Whoever said that women didn't have power? You had power since the beginning of the time. We all here because y'all birthed us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you saying when you're talking? I'm speaking in general, like, because it's not you that say it. It's like many women say this. Like, what are you really saying when you're talking about women empowerment? You already, the empowerment that you have that's in you is that you are a woman. You have a womb.
Right.
You can give birth to the next generations and all the generations to come. Since you can give birth, guess what? Since also you run the dating market, right? It's illegal for men to commit SA. So that means that most men, the majority, 99% of men are doing it the regular courting process way and not actually taking your value from you. So that means that since you run a dating market, you could go ahead and that's power right there. You could assess the market and work on yourself to get to make your value in the market so you can compete more, and then you can choose, right? So y'all don't even know your own power. One, you get to choose the men. Then not only that, you get to then you produce the next generation. So you already have power. And what's natural about men, right? Natural about men is we have our own biological stuff that's different about women, meaning that we're stronger and stuff like that. But what that does is it creates a hierarchy. Things work better when it's a hierarchy, a triangle, right? So God over man, man over woman, woman over children. But the thing is with society, they switched it. They made it upside down. So now women can't really respect men like that because, you know, they're working and out competing them in most cases. But not only that, it's like you've been socially constructed to think that it's a good thing. It's empowerment. So, yeah, I don't really need a man. Go ahead.
I also think that we've lost, like, the nuclear family. Like, I do believe I have very conservative beliefs when it comes to men and women. I believe that, you know, obviously women produce children, but I believe that it's, like, the mother's job to make the rules and it's the dad's job to enforce the rules. So I think when I say nuclear family, I mean a dad that provides, a woman that nurtures. And I think that kind of sets the stage for the next generation as to what they believe is okay. Well,
with that being said, so and when it comes to communication, who do you think is a better communicator, men or women? So you said women should make the rules, right? So who's a better communicator, men or women?
I think
what
men.
she say? She said women should what?
You said women should make the rules and men should enforce them.
Correct.
So
No, that don't make sense.
right, that's why
Well,
I'm asking. Hold on, that's why I'm asking. So who's a better communicator between men and women, men or women? Who are better communicators?
Well, that's up for debate. I got a better question.
Yeah.
That question that's up for debate, but we would all say men are better communicators. Me and you
I
would
would
say
say
men are
men.
better communicators because we're more direct and we're going to speak what's on our mind. We're not going to tiptoe. But the question is that the reason why that doesn't make sense, if women should make the rules and men should enforce them, that's feminism to the 10th power. That's what that is. I'll explain, right? And please listen, no more hands up. Kind of get this work, right, to understand. So what I'm saying is you're saying that women should make the rules and men should enforce them. That's backwards thinking. Enforcement's rights is force. You don't have any rights unless you have force, right? So think about it. If you speeding, you get a ticket. If you don't pay for that ticket, you get a fine. If you don't pay for that fine, it's gonna pile up. It's gonna stack on more fines on top of whatever. So it gets to the point where if you get pulled over or something, they're gonna lock you up and take you to jail. So they're gonna force you, right, to actually pay that fine. So all these rights and these rules and regulations is all backed on force, and men enforce all of these rights.
Correct.
You got it? So if it's anyone, since men actually have to go out there and enforce rights, if it's anyone that's going to be making the laws and stuff like that, is going to be men. Because that's backwards thinking. Why would we let the lesser do it when they can't even enforce their own rights? We have to enforce it for them. So we should base things off of merit. Merit is the work that you put in. So now if a woman can out-compete a man, that's totally fine. It's merit. So everything should be judged off of what the woman can produce, because that's when it's genuine. That's when it's good. Anything else, if we're just giving handouts, that's when the world goes to crap, because we're trying to socially construct to trying to equalize things and change the pendulum. But go ahead. No, you had something, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you had your hand up.
I was gonna add
someone had their
something
hand
to
up over
that. I feel like nowadays men
Yeah.
are like ending things with more. Let's say more, right? Ending things with woman. In Spanish, the term for this is come arroz. It's a girl who's at home doing nothing, right? So men break up with those girls because they're at home doing nothing. It goes back to like the 50-50, right?
Okay.
50-50, but then at home it's 100-0, because a man, let's be real, like, do they like clean? What? It's not all men that do that. Do you clean at home? Do you wash the dishes? Do you do so? Yeah, 50-50 or 100 if the man is providing.
Okay,
but
you
then
saying
the
that
woman is also providing when she's cooking, she's cleaning. That's 100-0 because the men don't do that.
I got
so
you.
it should
That's
never
what
be
you're saying.
equal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it should never be equal. And then I get what you're saying. Like even if it's 50-50 and a woman is working too and a man is working, yeah, I can
The men
see
usually
where.
don't be cleaning.
Yeah, I can see
So-
even if he's not cleaning, but it's insurance. Men have insurance.
Insurance of
Like
what?
you have insurance on a man. It's the protection.
Explain.
If in case something happens, if someone slaps your butt or something, or if someone disrespects you out in public, you got insurance that your man is going to stand up for you and punch that person in his mouth and fully protect you. If someone breaks inside the house, like these are insurance, like you have car insurance, you got renter's insurance, you got all of these insurances if in case something happens. Now because bad things could happen. So that's the man. So even though it's 50-50 and he's not making a meal or he's not cleaning up just like you are,
But your insurance.
But listen,
I'm gonna
he
let you
still
finish.
has the insurance to protect you.
Okay.
Now what's his insurance?
Your insurance would be you
Kids.
as a man, when you go out there and you protect me or you go out there to work, like you don't have to worry about, like being all cleaned or your clothes being cleaned or like you go out there because of me, because I am providing that for you. So your insurance is all right. I'm gonna you're gonna go out there and you're gonna look
clean?
great. No.
Wait, what you talking about?
Okay, clean, yeah. Like as far as your clothing, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's not
Because
insurance.
as a woman, that's your insurance as a man.
Yeah, no.
If you
no,
have
no.
a woman, your insurance would be like, all right, I'm not walking out like looking crazy because my woman got that for me. So yes, I'm gonna protect her, but that's what she's giving me. That would be like your insurance as a man, and a lot of men don't see that.
Well, I'm just going based off what you said. I get what you're saying now, but based from what you said, that I wouldn't say that's insurance. I would say that could just be the dynamic in a relationship between
It's
who
not?
sets it. No, that's not. Insurance is if in case something happens, you're insured. So the man, him going outside
You're
the
insured
house.
to go out there with the full belly. You're insured to go out there looking clean. That's what I'm saying.
Insured to go out. I mean, I would
Yes.
use a different word. I would say that's expected. like that's expected.
So for you, it's expected to protect us. All right, you said it.
Well, if we are expected, but the expectation comes where it's like bad situations don't happen all the time. So it's insurance. If in case something happens, your man got you. That's what I'm talking about. What you were speaking about is, nah, man, we just expect
That has to be. It has to.
It don't have to. Relationships are different,
So
but
it's
those are still
expected.
those are things that would still make the man, that would motivate the man more, right? So think about it. If he can come home to a clean, now let's just be honest, right? Generally speaking, if it's 50-50, I mean, the man is doing things too. He's gonna be mowing the lawn. You ain't mowing no dang lawn. You ain't shoveling.
There's men that
right?
don't do it.
But I know there are exceptions, right? Like there are some people that don't do it. But let's
Just like girls, yeah.
let's just be honest, right? Keep it no fugazi. So if it's a relationship and it's 50-50, I got a home. You cooking and cleaning, he's mowing the lawn and he's cleaning off your car and doing the
Ideally.
whole driveway. But ideally you would be cooking and
Ideally,
cleaning,
yeah.
right? So but the thing that you don't have to worry about is the protection.
Okay.
If in case something happens, he got you.
But you as men don't have to worry about cooking and cleaning. That's what I'm saying.
But we do the lawn.
All right, but we do the cleaning.
Those things aren't. But you expect the man to do the lawn, right?
You guys expect to have what
But
did
yeah,
you say?
that's the difference. No, that's the difference. Your expectations, the things that we expect from you, cooking and cleaning, the things that you expect from us is mowing the lawn and shoveling the driveway and stuff like that. Expectations, got it. The other thing that I'm speaking about is insurance. If in case something happens, danger, stranger danger, something happens, he's gonna be there to protect you. Guys slap your butt, he knocking them out. Dude talk to you crazy in line or whatever, smooth claim. Yo, who you talking to? Like, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of guy. And all of y'all women are attracted to those type of men.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. But anyways, I get what you're saying. I don't think we disagree. I think we was kind of speaking between one another.
I have one question.
Yeah.
If we're doing 50-50, right? Economically.
Yeah.
And at the home, I'm expecting to do all of the things at home, right? And the guy is not doing his part of the home, like cutting the grass,
Yep.
doing the manly things. Should he expect the woman to do all the girly things?
He's not doing his part at all.
No.
Should he expect
Like he's doing
it?
the 50-50, but he's not mowing the lawn or putting the stuff on the walls.
Oh yeah, no. What was? If he's not holding up his end of the bargain, then it's like, you know, of course the woman is probably not going to hold up her end of the bargain. So should he expect it? No, he shouldn't expect it. Should the woman still do it? Yeah. I think one of the great things that, you know, that a good woman, you know, is when a man, you know, loses his way, the woman is there to stay loyal. Women are loyal. You should be loyal. You're supposed to be loyal. You were built to be loyal for one man. You look for quality. You have a hypergamous nature. You want the best. So if you get a man that's a quality man, but then he falls off his path, meaning that, you know, maybe lose a job or maybe he has a drinking problem, that woman still needs to stay loyal, because that's how the man, a loyal woman helps a man find his way back home. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.